Hello, my name's Sandra Dickinson. I'm one of the organisers of the Stannington Festival of Remembrance for the 100 years since the Great War. We are holding many things in the village. Part of it is the Flower Festival. We've raised money since August 2014 when we commemorated the start of the Great War with flowers in church over the period of a week. We used gladioli, black baccarat roses and daisies. These all have symbolic elements towards the Great War. After that, we decided as a flower group that we'd like to have a flower festival November this year, and we set to raise money. We had loads of coffee mornings which became very, very competitive, and the ladies in total we raised over £3,000. We got £500 from the lottery grant, and we've had lots of contributions from people who have memories of the village, they've lived here in the past, or their family relatives are buried here. So it's lovely. We've got over £4,000 to stage this event. We've started today with the putting in of the poppies that's all been either painted by ladies at the WI, ladies in church, or just friends and relatives. We've had crocheted poppies, knitted poppies. The school have made poppies out of paper. They will all be in the church this weekend, along with all the floral arrangements that are made to symbolise the countries that were involved in the Great War. These countries each had a national flower at that time, and they will be in that arrangement, so you've got to try and find it if you come along, because it's in there somewhere. The event starts, we have an open night which is an invitation only. This is for people who have had something to do with the event. Then on the Friday, Saturday and Sunday it is open to the public at specific times. On the Saturday it is open all day, 10 till 4, which links in with the World War event that's happening in the village hall.
So how difficult has it been to persuade people to take part in this event? Not very, by the sounds of it.
No, it hasn't. It's just been a real community event. It really has, the Flower Festival.
Now, the First World War is a long time ago. It's 100 years since it ended.
Yes, it is.
And to a lot of people, especially younger members of the community, it'll be something that they're probably unfamiliar with. So what efforts have been made to involve children?
Right. We applied for a Heritage Lottery grant, and we were granted £10,000. This enabled us to send the children from the first school to Beamish, the open air museum, to experience the war and what it was like to live during the war. Not experience the war, the classroom at war, having to put the parcels up for the men that went away to war. We also had some cloaks made. We found an original cloak that Lady Ridley gave to all the girls during World War I, and we've had this cloak remade. That's, just something that's unique to Stannington. I don't think there's anywhere else that does that. The children have been doing the subject of World War I all this term. We've had them design trays of flowers. The flowers will be done tomorrow and Wednesday, where the ladies are going to go into school, and they've done the design, so we now put it into flowers. And these are done in a flat tray, so it'll be like a cushion of flowers. So we've had that done, and the little children, they have had a teddy bear knitted by one of the ladies in the village, and these teddy bears were the type that were sent to the men at the front during the First World War as well.
Now, I believe that the children are actually going to be involved in a parade as
They
well.
are. On the Friday, they're coming for a service in church, just as it was 100 years ago. They are then marching from the church to the village hall along a church road, where they will be given tea by the WI. And the WI are going to be dressed in a fashion of that era. So it's going to be quite an experience for them.
And there are also other things for people to see on Saturday as well, aren't there?
There are. There is Frank the Tank. There is an aeroplane from the Sunderland Air Museum. There is the Lancers. the Blythe Battery, a field kitchen, a hospital, and a trench that you can have the experience of maybe going down this trench.
Now, I believe that a couple of people in the village have also been putting their writing talents to the test as well.
They have, yes. There's some books being written. One has got 3 volumes, and that's about the people before, during and after the war, and the soldiers that went away to war and what became of them, which is very interesting. Another one is about a cat and a horse that went away to war.
And that's actually a true story.
It is, yes. Yes, it is a true story.
So when people come along over the weekend, as you obviously hope they will, what do you think they'll take away about Stannington?
I think how much the village contributed to the First World War, how much people acknowledge that and give thanks for all how lives changed. You know, they did change in a big way.
And I think most of us would agree that it's important that the people who made the ultimate sacrifice in the First World War shouldn't be forgotten. Do you think this is going to help?
It is, yes. All the cloaks have got embroidered one of the men that lost their lives during the First World War. And once the open cast is put back, we're hoping to have a row of trees with a plaque for each of those men as well. So people can walk, on a public right of way, it'll be where people can walk and see these trees and realise, these were men that fought for us.